Morning, students. Welcome to TSN English class, chapter number 5, Book Hornbill, The Ailing Planet, The Green Movement's Role. Today we'll start with this paragraph. Yo, for the first time in human history, we see a transcending concern, the survival not just of the people but of the planet. We have begun to take a holistic view of the very basis of our existence. The environmental problem does not necessarily signal our demise, it is our passport for the future. The emerging new world vision has ushered in the era of responsibility. It is a holistic view, an ecological view, seeing the world was an integrated whole rather than a dissociated collection of parts. Here, in these lines, the writer is talking about for the first time in human history. This is the very first time where human history we see a transcending concern जिसमें हम एक transcending means हद से ज़्यादा or more than we have worried about India earlier. The survival not just of the people but of the planet. Because this time we are not talking about the survival of the people, but it is all about the survival of the planet, and the planet is all about Earth. So he's not talking about the survival of the people, but he's also talking about the survival of the planet. So, yeah, in the human history, the people are, or the humans are worried about their not about their own survival, about the planet Earth also. We have begun to take a holistic view of the very basis of our existence, and now for our holistic approach for Earth, we need to look about the holistic view of very basis of our existence. If we want to exist on the earth, then we need to look after the earth. The environmental problem does not necessarily signal our demise. It is not necessary that only the environmental problems are enough for all these, या हमारे जो हमारा जो एग्जिस्टेंस है उसको डिस्ट्रॉय करने के लिए ओनली एनवायरमेंटल प्रॉब्लम इज देयर. इट्स आवर पासपोर्ट फॉर द फ्यूचर, and it is the passport of our future. The emerging new, if we are not taking care of the earth, planet earth, then it is the passport for our the future. So we need to take care of that. The emerging new world vision has unshared in the era of responsibility, and the world which is emerging in a new way, ऐसी दुनिया जिसमें हमारे बारे में नए नए विजन्स या हमारे बारे में नई नई सोच बन रही है, दृष्टिकोण बन रहे हैं, हैज़ अनशेयर्ड इन द एरा ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. इसमें एरा ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की अनशेयर्डनेस, beginning of this era of responsibility, it is a holistic view, and this view is all about that how we look after, that how we look at this. And this view is ecological, where we need to look after the animals or the nature. This view is totally ecological. Seeing the world was an integrated whole, and we need to take the world as the in the whole way or integrated. हमें पूरे वर्ल्ड को एक समझ के rather than a disassociated collection of parts. So don't take the earth as some parts, or don't take the earth as the collection of parts. So though we need to take the earth as a whole part of our life. So don't take the part of the worlds. So हमें इसे एक collection of parts, हमें अर्थ पूरा wholly इसके बारे में we need to worried about the whole earth. not about the particular part of the earth. Industry has a most crucial role to play in the new era of responsibility. What a transformation would be effected if. So, industries play a very crucial role. जो industries हैं, they are playing very vital role, a very important role in this new era of responsibility. And the industrial people, they need to more, or they need to play, their role is more responsible than the role of the humans, or the role of the, yeah, आम जनता से. There is there much more responsibility of the industrial people. What a transformation would be effected if. What kind of transformation is here would be affected if businessmen shared the view of the chairman of Duo Pont, Mr. Edgar S. Woolard, who 5 years ago declared himself to be company's chief environmental officer. He said, our continued existence as a leading manufacturer requires that we excel in environmental performance. Here he's talking about a person who is businessman, and he shared his view. And what he shared, that he is the chief environment officer of his company. And 5 years ago, he declared himself the chief environmental of his company. He said, our continued existence as a leading manufacturer. इनकी जो कंपनी है, continuously, that is the leading manufacturer. But still that we excel in environmental performance. But फिर भी वो लोग इस तरह काम करते हैं. उनकी कंपनी लीडिंग कंपनी है, but they are working like those that the environmental performance would not be deteriorated. जो environment है उसको कोई नुकसान ना हो, इस तरीके से they are working like that only. Of all the statements made by Margaret Thatcher during the years of her prime ministership, none has passed so decisively into the current coin. Here, he's talking about of all the statements made by Margaret Thatcher. स्टेटमेंट्स ऑफ मार्गरेट थैचर, जो कि एक प्रधानमंत्री रही हुई हैं, प्राइम मिनिस्टर रही हुई है. नन हैज़ पास सो डिसिसिवली. उसने कहा कि किसी का भी अंतिम रूप इतना प्रचलित नहीं हुआ होगा, या इतना डिसिसिव नहीं हुआ होगा इन टू द करंट कॉइन ऑफ इंग्लिश यूजेस. इंग्लिश यूजेस की जो अभी जिस तरह लोग इंग्लिश को यूज़ कर रहे हैं एज हर फ्लीशियस वर्ड्स, जैसे उसके फ्लीशियस या डायरेक्टली या जो सटीक शब्द हैं, फ्लीशियस मीन्स जो उसके सटीक शब्द है, जैसे उनका हुआ होगा, नो जनरेशन हैज़ अ फ्री होल्ड ऑन दिस अर्थ. एंड किसी भी जनरेशन का पूर्ण रूप से या पूरी तरह अर्थ पर देयर इज़ नो होल्ड, उनकी कोई, द अर्थ इज़ नॉट देयर assets, is like that. All we have is a life tenancy with a full repairing lease. Only we have, हमें सिर्फ ये सोचना है, the earth is like we are having a tenant, means we all humans are like the tenant. हम सब जो है अर्थ पर रेंट पे, टेनेंसी मीन्स हम सब अर्थ पे रेंट पे रह रहे हैं. और जब तक हम अर्थ पे रेंट पे रह रहे हैं, हमें पृथ्वी पर या हमें अर्थ पर we have to behave like the tenant, and we have to give rent of the earth, and that rent is our responsibility towards the earth, and we need to take care of our planet earth. Here he is talking about, in other words of Mr. Lester Brown, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers, we have borrowed it from our children. Mr. Lester Brown, according to him or in his words, हमें इस पृथ्वी को अपने, हमने अपने इसको, this is not inherited, this is not given by our ancestors. That means inherited means the earth is not given by our ancestors. We have borrowed it from our future children. So we all have to save the earth, or we have to take care of the earth for our future generation. Here in these lines, it is all about the chapter. So this chapter is all about the earth, that how we need to take care of this earth, because we think not just about the survival of the people, but of saving the earth too. And industries need to cooperate in the preservation of the environment. We have borrowed the earth from our children and we must return it to them intact. So we need to focus on more about the ecological situation of the earth, with particular movements or some particular, so that we can save the environmental. And for that we need to control our population. And the growth of the world population is only chiefly the growth of world population is chiefly responsible for the degradation of the environment. So population control must be given top priority.